Ah, I thought I might find you hiding back here. I was about to try locating the little stray sheep by bleating. I almost missed you huddled in that corner. These dead-end corridors are rarely used by seasoned gladiators, but occasionally, newcomers like you seem to find comfort in their solitude. Little sheep don't usually give their shepherds the slip on their first day, though. I volunteered to bring you back to the fold. No. Don't try to squeeze by me. You're wounded and cornered. Do you really want to try your luck against me again? After our match this afternoon? I've been battling and winning matches for more than 5 years in this arena. Your defeat at my hand was inevitable. Pitting a sheep like you against a bull like me, it's like they wanted you to fail. But I must say, you put up an impressive fight. Your style is so different than anything else I've come across. Our masters know how to please a crowd. Mixing up different hybrid breeds is always entertaining. I've rarely fought someone else with horns. Didn't take long for me to pick apart your strategy, though. Your form is solid, but lacks refinement. A few more battles under your belt, and I'd be excited to face you again, little sheep. Oh, pardon me, little ram. You're trying to be tough, but you're wavering on your feet. Sit down, and let me patch you up a bit before I take you back. You'll be no good to your master collapsed in the corridor. Of course your injuries are serious. Don't lie to me. I'm the one who gave them to you, dimwit. You've a head wound from where my sword hilt bashed into your temple. There's a slash on your right calf that's clearly bleeding through that haphazard bandage you slapped over it. I think you also have a sprained or broken pointer finger on your left hand, by the way you keep gingerly flexing it. And a sprained left ankle. I'm guessing from how you were limping out of the arena. I'm going to clean and bandage everything up temporarily. The healers can give you a more thorough once-over and provide you ice for the sprains. For now, I'll just... Shh. Just sit still. I'm not going to hurt you anymore. Don't be frightened. We're not opponents anymore. Right now, I'm trying to help you. Your head is bleeding badly, but head wounds usually look worse than they actually are. Let me clean you up a bit. There's so much blood all over. It's a shame to see such a handsome face stained with blood like this. We always need attractive fighters like you to win over the crowds. They seem to love beautiful hybrids covered in blood. There's something about the savagery of the animal paired with our humanity. It's fascinating to them, in some twisted way. I'm sorry. I know it stings. I doused the cloth in a cleansing potion. I always carry a small vial of it. I'll pour some on your leg too, and then I'll begin wrapping you up. The healers will redo all of this anyway, but it's still important to protect any open wounds, even for such a short walk back to the quarters. Yes, I defeated you. What of it? That was in the ring, or on the stage, if you want to put it more accurately. Out of the spotlight. We hybrids have to look out for each other. I don't know what you were told about being a gladiator, but most of us are quite civil. I see. You've been given the old kill or be killed speech, huh? Let me guess. Enslaved as a child, sold into training at some soldier fodder camp, then picked out by a prospecting gladiator patron based on your good looks. I know, because when you've been here for as long as I have, you tend to see the same story on repeat. Young ones like you almost always come from the fodder camps. It's a good deal for patrons wanting to bring in fresh blood. Young, fit hybrids who've had rudimentary combat training but little experience. Hardly anyone wants to see two green fighters hacking at each other out there, but one of you against one of us. That makes for good entertainment. But don't worry. It's no fun to watch a precious little lamb be slaughtered. We rarely ever kill each other, let alone the fresh bloods like you. As long as you can keep a crowd going, that's all that matters. Our masters would lose too much if every battle was to the death. I'm assuming they didn't explain that to you. Thought it was to the death every match, huh? Poor little lamb. No wonder you were nearly shaken out of your horns. Speaking of horns, I think I've wrapped your head decently around them. Stand up and let's head back. Whoa, careful. You're still shaking. It's been a rough few days for you, but it gets easier. You'll never face your first fight ever again. Here. Until your ankle heals, you'll need a crutch, so lean on me. Don't be stubborn. You're seriously not going to, are you? All right. I don't have time for this. They're expecting us back, so... Yeah, up you go. Calm down, calm down. You keep booking like that and you're going under my arm instead of over my shoulder. You're making me hold you by the horns. Honestly? After all I've done for you, why are you doing this? Let me give you a little insight into how things are done here, little ram. We fight each other, we win or lose, and after that, we are brethren. When someone offers you help, you take it. We also try not to hold grudges. I say try because it can be difficult to avoid. But we all have to live together in the quarters. Life together is easier if you see fighting as a simple, inevitable job. The outcome of a match should never impact how you treat your fellows. You start acting like this on day one and you're going to have a miserable life here. Remember, the main goal is to keep your master happy. They're the ones who determine what kind of life you'll have here, not the rest of us. Give them a good show every time, even if you don't win. I don't think yours will be very happy to see you throwing a tantrum like a child under my arm. So, can I put you down now? Will you walk the rest of the way with me? That's better. Whoa, whoa. Here, at least lean on me like I said before. We can't have you making your injuries worse. I can't tell if you're tough or foolish. So, I'll just say you're interesting. I think the others will like you. Ah, yes. They call me Brutus, but that is just the name my master gave me. I'm assuming your true name isn't the one they announced in the arena either. No. You don't have to tell me. I prefer not to tell anyone mine, so you don't need to share your real name at all if you don't want. Some of us do, as a sign of defiance to our roles, but others find protection in a stage name. Are you mad? Day 3 in the quarters, day 1 in the arena, and you're already asking about escape. You had a better chance of escaping when you were in the fodder camps. All the walls go deeply into the ground. You could dig for 1,000 days and nights and would never reach the bottom. Every entrance is guarded with spell crystals and human soldiers. Even if you manage to trick or distract one set of guards, you still have to deal with the magical barrier as well. And don't even think about trying to jump out the windows. There are iron spikes at every opening you could possibly squeeze through. I'd tell you to cheer up. I can see those desperate tears forming in your eyes. Don't hide it from me. Most fodder boys like you go through the same set of emotions when they first arrive. I don't know what your life in the camp was like, but I'd argue that you'll find it more comfortable as a gladiator. As a fodder soldier, you'd be sent to the front line of any war. Inevitable death. But here, you're more valuable alive and fighting. And while there is certainly a hierarchy amongst us, we're all hybrids. We stick together. You just stick to my side for now. Once you settle in a bit, get a few more battles in, I might put in a good word for you. We top-tier fighters have the best accommodations. If you get overwhelmed with the communal rooms for you newer fighters, I could have you transferred into my quarters. I only share it with one other person. While he's not the sweetest hybrid around, he's loyal and strong. But I suppose it's a bit early to be speaking of all this. Let's just get you past the first month and see how you fare. But you can come to me for help anytime you need it.